We have our RePlay Pickleball Bag here for you today, and we are excited to give you a little bit of a walkthrough.
Yes.
So I'm Melanie from Team Pickleball, and this is Blake, and this is our RePlay Pickleball Bag.
Yeah.
Kind of a tote bag style here. Giant, massive tote bag.
I know. I'm excited about this massive tote. Holds a lot. It's cool. It has a lot of features. Should we dive right in?
Yeah, let's tell them all about them. Show all the different things that are going on here.
Yeah.
So we have 3 colors in this bag. We have our fern, midnight forest, and moon color. So first, maybe how about you start by telling them kind of the vision, inspiration, idea for this bag?
Yeah. So similar to our backpack, this bag really was kind of just, we took a lot of ideas from what was around and kind of said, okay, those are great. Those are good bags and nothing wrong with them. But let's just see if we could make something that has pickleball specific features, but isn't necessarily fit the typical pickleball bag mold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. We wanted something that could really like work for on the pickleball court and off the pickleball court and kind of go with you through your like life, not just for pickleball.
Yeah, like we really try to figure out what's working well outside of pickleball too. Like there's a lot of things we grab from other industries as well.
Totally.
So we have pickleball specific features. Obviously our bags are totally pickleball, but they also kind of carry a lot of those things that you'll find in other places as well. So really the versatility was kind of our idea for this bag.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that leads into kind of some of the, sustainability was top of mind, right?
Yes.
So we wanted recycled materials made from recycled water bottles, but also the design aspect, we wanted that to be sustainable too, in just the sense that it can be used for lots of things. And that was super important to us.
Right. So we try to take sustainability as like a very big, broad picture. Obviously it's materials and just like the actual cost and construction of this, like the materials and stuff. But then also like, let's think just a little bit broader. How does this bag work in people's day-to-day lives, right?
Yes.
So super cool.
Great, so should we just jump into the features?
Let's just go features.
Okay, show them on the fern.
Yeah, so, okay, let's just start on the outside. We got our 840D recycled ballistics fabric. Super durable. Ballistics fabric's really known for being durable. 840D is just essentially like a rating, a weight rating of fabric. 840 was just kind of a good weight to strength to ratio that we found. It gives it a nice structure or weight to the bag, but then also isn't like extremely heavy. It's not on the extreme side, right? So we really wanted something that was durable, but ultimately wasn't gonna be like making the bag super, super heavy. So it was a good balance of that. 840D recycled ballistics. It has the coating. So you see the coating on the bottom here is actually the backside of this fabric. So we're just essentially reusing the same fabric for kind of a design element. So that actually gives the fabric a little bit of water repellency, water resistance. So it's not obviously waterproof, but it is water resistant. So perfectly fine out in the rain, no big deal. Water should just kind of bead right off and go off of it. So yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about next? We can kind of show them some of the other features here. So it's also kind of a padded bag. So it can stand up on its own. It keeps things really protected. And it has like a good, padding to it.
Yeah, the whole thing on this one is padded. So this is kind of a different from our backpack.
Yes.
Which is not fully padded, but this bag is fully padded and we gave it that kind of padding just to kind of give it a little bit more structure.
Stand up on its own is really what we were really hoping for too.
Yeah, when you stick stuff in it and the bottom's flat, it stands up just like this. Like we have a couple paddles in here and we have some shirts in here. That's just kind of all it is. And then it should stand up pretty well for you as well. But yeah, really just kind of the padding really was for the paddles because they're on the outside.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of pad the whole bag on this one because there's, your paddle or your laptop or whatever is going to be touching the outside face. So we wanted to have that padding in between.
To keep it protected.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, paddles are expensive. It's nice to kind of keep those like going for a long time.
Exactly.
Get your use out of it,
Right. It's nice to just be able to throw it in something, it's secure. Great. So out on the back here, we have this kind of first pocket, it's zipped. This is also padded. So it's padded on the outside. It's great for throwing your phone in or keys. Just gives it a nice little secure area for it to be.
And you can easily access it when you have it.
Yes. And this is on both sides. So both the sides are kind of very similar. They're exactly the same, actually. So you have 2 of these. And I guess we can also talk about our pressed webbing.
Okay.
What's your takes on it?
Yeah, so we have a nice pressed webbing. This was something you worked a lot of time sourcing and figuring out.
Fully recycled. So, again, trying to bring the recycling aspect into it. Essentially what we wanted was a very clean look. So we went with a pressed webbing, which uses a heat press to press our logo into the webbing. Gives it kind of just that nice, subtle, reflectant, tone-on-tone look that we are looking for. And I think a lot of the difference really is that a lot of webbing is kind of woven. So their logo, company's logos or words would be woven in, and we wanted something just a little bit cleaner than that. And so this gave us a really nice clean look, doesn't introduce any other kind of fabric or colors into the mix. It just gives it that nice tone-on-tone look.
Yeah, fun pop.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else is on the side on this bag?
Okay, I feel like this is the biggest feature.
Hinted. The biggest thing and that we were so excited about are these 2 hooks. So we have 2 hooks, one on each side, nice big swivel hooks, which tuck away when you're not using them. They have a little bit of Velcro to kind of keep them shut too, but 2. So 1 on each side. They can easily be hung up onto, a fence when you're at the park playing and tucked away when not in use.
Yeah, I feel like that's really unique about this bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen a lot of totes that have the hooks. You see a lot of backpacks that have those.
Totally.
The tote was, I feel like, fairly unique in the pickleball world. So having those 2 swivel hooks, nice sturdy hooks on the ends is cool because when you hang it up on the fence and you open this, like your gear and everything's like available while it stays on the fence. That was another big thing.
Exactly. Versus, the alternative, you see this a lot. You might attach this with the, carabiner.
Yep.
But, you can't really get inside all that easy.
Yeah.
So that's what we loved about it. You can really just hang this up, access your paddles, your balls, pockets, anything else you have in the backpack. And I think that was really fun part of designing this bag.
Yes, we were excited about that. Again, with the hooks, man, the engineering just to get these things where we wanted them and with the pockets and everything and the look to be clean definitely was this was probably the hardest aspect of the bag, I feel like, but
the most renditions, I suppose.
On the hook, we were just like, no, the hook's not right. So super excited with how these turned out. Love just kind of the matching tone on tone. I don't know. That was a cool touch, I feel like too. So that's kind of the outside of our pickleball bag. Should we move to the inside? I feel like the first thing to note on the inside is just this big, massive zip. Super easy to open and close. We have these little flaps on the end too, which essentially means that the whole thing can be all the way opened. So you can see how this actually stretches to the very edge and gives it that full open, full width look in and view in.
Yeah, a lot of times tote bags, you can't always open it fully.
No. Usually what will happen is they'll stop there because this will be sewn in, right? And so then you're left with this kind of just kind of this edge, right? When you're going in and out versus when ours opens all the way, it's super nice and it's super like I can get to whatever I want. This kind of gets out of the way. It's just super easy to get into. So again, it's kind of a small thing, right? I feel like that's a really small thing, but I like to call it out because that was a decision we made, right?
Yeah.
So moving to the inside, I feel like the first thing to highlight is our padded paddle slots. We have 2 horizontal paddle slots here. So that's sort of unique to the tote. They're sideways, obviously doubles as a laptop or tablet, which is super handy if you just want to take one paddle and throw a laptop in here. Boom. The other thing to note is we have 2 bottle kind of holders on the sides. So those are great for sticking water bottles in. They have a little cinch, cinch thing here, pull tab.
And you can use it for other things too. I feel like even this is a great spot. You could throw your keys or some snacks. So it's not just like loose in a bag. It's a great little place to just tuck different things in there.
Yeah, if you want to throw something in here, but you want it to be secure, the cinch tabs they go pretty small. So like you're not going to lose that.
But I love to be able to find stuff in bags, I feel like. Like this is where I put my snacks.
Right.
You can just go find them. It's not like shuffling through all the rest of the things.
And there's not a million pockets in here. Like we didn't want to overload people with just like thousands and thousands of pockets, thousands of options. So really trying to keep it simple. Water bottle, if you want to hold 2, you want to hold snacks, whatever you want, super easy to get to. And then our massive, what do we call this?
Massive main zip. I don't know. Massive
mesh zip.
Mash. Yeah.
This is like our pickleball pocket,
yes.
really. That's what we designed it for, but ultimately you could throw whatever you want.
And I think right now I probably have 15 pickleballs in there. And there's maybe some room for more too, to be honest.
The tote bag can hold a lot.
Fit a lot in there.
That is ridiculous. But essentially we pleated this a little bit so that it can really expand in here. So there's tons of room in this pocket. That is crazy. But super excited that we just gave a generous spot for whatever you want to put in there, whether it be balls or not. You can obviously also use the bottle thing for balls if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could just put a few balls in there and put other stuff in the mesh.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So outside of that, just tons of room in here. This kind of also just features our recycled liner fabric as well, and we went with this kind of light gray fabric color, so you can really see inside the bag. It's super visible when you get in here. I think the other day had like 15 paddles in here, so you could. I mean, this tote holds a lot.
It holds a lot. So yeah, there's 2 dedicated paddle slots.
Yes.
But you can fit a lot of paddles.
I mean, if you want to, you can fit a lot in here. So it's kind of, the idea is really just to be multifunctional. So really the space was just for other things, right? It's supposed to be for your shoes or for your clothes. Maybe you want to carry a sweatshirt. That obviously is pretty bulky. So just giving you room to kind of do whatever you want in the center, and then having these kind of dedicated pockets around the edge.
Yeah, around the edge, because then you can still get to everything. I think that's what I love. You know, you have a spot for all your different paddles, balls, water bottles, snacks.
Yes.
But that middle part can still have your shoes, but it's not just buried. You know, it's just right accessible in there, and you can kind of get to everything.
Yeah. Well, great. Is that everything on the inside? I think so.
Yeah, I think that's all the main features here. I mean, I think that about covers it. So maybe can you tell us a little bit more about how this bag fits into kind of some of our bigger initiatives, like our Protect Our Play initiative, things like that?
Sure, yeah. So I feel like there's 3 main ways this bag fits into our kind of sustainability, Protect Our Play aspect. So really, on the sustainability front, we got recycled fabric, obviously giving 39 bottles on this bag a new life. We have our just kind of multifunctional use of the bag, meaning that, you know, with the design, we decided to do something that wasn't just going to be used just for pickleball, that you could buy this bag and use it for the rest of your life. So thinking through sustainability kind of in a different angle.
More holistic, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like hopefully this bag is something you can also use other places. So that means you're limiting how many bags you're going to buy or that you need. And then just if you order with us directly from our website, we are carbon offsetting all the shipments on our site. So when you order from us, your shipment will be carbon neutral. So, so that's kind of 3 things on the sustainability front, and we're super excited about that. I think, you know, we're hoping that this kind of is something that people just find useful. And, you know, if you're looking for a pickleball bag and you want it to be multifunctional, I think this is it.
I think this might be it.
We're just super excited for you guys to try these out.
Totally. So these are all available now on our website, teampickleball.com. So check it out. You can kind of get more of a look even. And
let us know if you have any questions.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you at the court.